Happy 4th of July to all of you. And before we conclude our Mass this morning, let me say something, as part of my farewell message to you. In one of the Walt Disney movies, entitled The Fox and the Hound, there is a line in the conversation that says, "Goodbye may seem forever. Farewell is like the end. But in my heart is the memory, and there you will always be." Brothers and sisters, all things will sure come to an end, even the best and the happiest ones. When heavy and painful events are over, we sigh with relief, making a prayer of thanksgiving. But when beautiful things end, the challenge of the moment is to respond with obedience and faith. God knows what is best, and we must allow Him to lead us by the hand and to bring us to where He wants us to be. My term here at St. Pius X Parish will end tomorrow, July 5th. I remember before I got ordained as a priest in May of 2005, I promised obedience to my bishop and his successors. So, I will go where the bishop tells me to go, and I will leave when he tells me to leave. Because if I don't, the values of obedience to parents and authority I taught you for the past 10 years would end up to be useless and meaningless. 10 years seems like a long journey, and now it's all over. I tried to tell myself to move on completely, but I can't deny that I just keep looking back. I realize that I am getting attached to the love, the kindness, and support you have shown me over the years. I guess the Lord's message now for me is that the Lord wants me to realize that I have to attach myself only to His love and His will in my life. I ask God to make me not forget that my priesthood is also a sacrifice, and that the center of this sacrifice is obedience and love. We all know that parting ways always involves sadness. Separation always entails pain. But parting or separation is also an invitation to plunge into deep waters, to venture into a new horizon, and trust more in the power of God. When we let go and entrust everything to God, He will lead us to the right path. So, I encourage you to let us offer our pains, all our sadness, fears, and anxieties, all our hopes and happiness to the Lord. Because if we don't, all our actions and activities in life will remain to be human and worldly and without meaning. When we lift them up to God, He will show us the value and meaning of what we are doing. With this, I would like, first of all, to thank the Lord for accompanying me for the past 10 years and throughout my whole life, for sending me to St. Pius X Parish twice in 2007 and 2011, to be with you, to serve you, and to grow with you in our love for God and His church. I thank God for giving me 10 meaningful and valuable years, not because I deserve it, but because God is always good. I thank also Bishop Nestau for giving me his trust and confidence to take care of 2 parishes in Bedford and Moneta. Most especially, I thank the bishop. You know that I love you. So I thank the bishop because when I leave here, he is going to entrust you to one of his best priests in the diocese. I just want to let you know that Father Sean Prince is a good and kind priest, a well-rounded priest whose previous assignments were not easy. After he became a pastor at Immaculate Conception Church in Hampton, he then became the director of the Office of Worship and the bishop's secretary. Obviously, you will be in good hands. The basis of my success, brothers and sisters, is your loyalty and support to God's holy church. So, continue the good work you have done since this parish community had started. Continue to love and support any priest that will be assigned here. You, the parishioners here at St. Pius, are very capable of loving and supporting any priest who will be assigned here. It is my prayer that may the Lord above continue to fill your hearts and minds with His grace and guidance. Thank you, my dear parishioners, parish and school staff, Parish Pastoral Council and Parish Finance Council, and all the different ministers of our parish for your sincere support and love to St. Pius X Church and School. St. Pius X Church and School are what they are now because of what you have done. Without your help in the planning, volunteering, and sharing your skills, time, and treasure, this would not look like this now. You have witnessed the many improvements you have done here in our church and school, and you must be proud of that. You must be proud not because of our strength, not because of our intelligence, not because of our skills and abilities, but because God has blessed us and is always gracious to us. Thank you also for the times we laugh together, for the times we cry together, and for the times we pray together and offer everything to God's hands. Thank you for allowing me to grow with you spiritually and morally. Thank you. Please continue to keep me in your prayers as I do keep you in mind. And remember, goodbye may seem forever. Farewell is like the end. But in my heart is the memory, and there you will always be. Thank you.